Hello everyone and welcome to episode 9 of Nerd News. As you can tell, I am not Bobby Davis, I am Tim Martini, and yes, this episode is a couple of days late. A lot of things have been happening in both our lives. We will probably talk about that whatever, but I'm covering this week, and let's just jump straight into it because we got some movie news and we got some music news. So let's go straight to movies, TV, whatever. And the big one for me in terms of horror is that Mike Flanagan, director of Haunted of Hill House, Blind Manor, Fall of the House of Usher, Doctor Sleep, a whole bunch of horror stuff, is now in talks to direct the next Exorcist movie. Now, I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with what just happened with Exorcist Believer last year, right? And how that wasn't a really good movie. I had no faith in it anyway. It was directed by David Gordon Green, who directed the most recent Halloween trilogy, and I don't know, I have issues with that trilogy. I think they get better as they go along, and that's a controversial take, but I just think overall the movies just weren't that good. And when Exorcist was announced, I was like, okay, I do really think we needed more sequels. The third Exorcist movie is probably the only good sequel in that franchise, but yeah, it didn't live up to even those low expectations. But if Mike Flanagan wants to tackle Exorcist, I am curious. I think he is a phenomenal horror director, a phenomenal writer in this space as well. So I would really be interested in how he handles this franchise. Also, we had the trailer for Mufasa, a movie that didn't need to be made. It's a sequel to the quote-unquote live action Lion King movie, and I thought that film was soulless. I didn't think it was worth making, and yeah, I didn't think the idea of making a prequel slash sequel was necessary. It looks more of the same, and I'm trying not to be negative about this, but I just don't think it's going to be good. I didn't like the first one. I have zero expectations on this one. I have zero desire to watch this one. So, I'm not going to see this. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. But Cobra Kai, the new season, finally got announced. And I'm excited. I'm a big Karate Kid fan and a big Cobra Kai fan. Season 6, I've been waiting for that for a while. But they decided how they're going to release the episodes in batches. So the first 5 episodes are going to debut on July 18th, second batch November 28th, and then the final 5 will premiere in 2025. Why? I don't know if anyone on here has watched Invincible Season 2, but they did this recently with Season 2 where they did 4 episodes, then they cut the season in half, and then we had to wait a month or something for the next season to drop. And that killed the show's hype. No one was interested after that point. And I forgot the second part had dropped until the season was done. I was like, oh, I have 4 episodes to catch up on now. I don't think this is going to benefit Cobra Kai. The only reason I think they are doing this is because they are still in production and they're still filming, but they want to get the show out now because people have been asking for it, and we have the Karate Kid movie coming out soon, which is going to be set in both universes of the Karate Kid franchise with the remake. So I think this is what is happening. They want to get this over the line just so they can finally make that new Karate Kid movie. But I'm excited. I think Cobra Kai has always been good. Back when it was a YouTube Red exclusive series. Yeah, remember YouTube Red? So, yeah, I'm excited to see how this story finally concludes. But now we're in the world of music, and it's been a fantastic week. So, Kendrick Lamar and Drake have been beefing back and forth. This is a story spanning 12 years, but just to give the most recent news on what's been building up to this, Future Metro Boomin, they dropped a album called We Don't Trust You. Kendrick surprise feature on one of the songs like that. He dropped a diss towards J. Cole and Drake. J. Cole released a song, deleted it, backed out. Drake released a diss track. 2 weeks later, this week, Kendrick released Euphoria. It's a 6-minute track, and it was just petty. I mean, I'm saying that in the best way possible. He doesn't even bother going into contrived reasons. He's like, no, I just don't like your face. I don't like the way that you walk. I don't like the way you talk. It's like, okay, Kendrick, okay. And yeah, he has multiple beat switches in it. I loved it. Loved it. Great track. And I thought, okay, let's give Drake some time to respond. Let's give him some time to respond. No, day of recording right now. He just released another diss track to Drake on Instagram called 616 in LA. He's a professional hater. Move over, Drew McIntyre. Kendrick has you beat. He is the new professional hater. I don't know how Drake can respond now, but I'm excited because I love hearing diss tracks. It's like tea but with music. It's great. And I gotta give you some more Slipknot news. The new drummer has officially been confirmed. It's Sepultura's former drummer Elroy Casagrande. I am probably mispronouncing that name, but I'm keeping it in because fuck it. Apparently from all the footage, because obviously now they're doing a 20th anniversary tour, they're wearing that old mask. Holy shit. Makes me more excited for December. Yeah, he seems to know what he's doing. I can't really comment on his drumming because he's just playing old songs, right? He's not playing anything new. So I can't go, oh, he's better than Joey, better than Jay, because he's just playing their stuff. I can only comment on how he will contribute to the band when he is drumming original beats. So hopefully we'll get a good indication eventually on what he's like. I do think his mask looks okay. It's kind of he has a zip across the mouth, there's a bullet wound in the forehead. It's okay. I think it stands out too much in the realm of all the band members wearing that old school mask, but obviously you're not going to make him wear Jerry's mask. That would just be bad. So yeah, we'll just see how things go with that. And this one's just a big one for me because I loved pretty much all their albums. Justice released Hyperdrama last week, and it's just a banger. It is a banging electronic disco dance album. If you haven't heard it, I just listen to it. It's honestly a masterpiece. I think it is probably one of their best albums. I mean, nothing's ever going to top their original debut, Justice. Nothing's ever topping that. But this came close. This came really close. And yeah, that is it from me. I know this was a short episode. I know I wasn't who you expected today. But if you want to follow me on the socials, I am the Tim Martini. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, all under at the Tim Martini. You can follow me on Spotify if you're watching on Spotify and you're watching this podcast on Spotify, but you want to go, oh, no. Are they on other platforms? Yes, we're on everything. We're literally on everything. Every single podcasting platform you can imagine, we're there. We're even on YouTube. Go on there, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, ring-a-ling that, ding-a-ling bell to get notifications. Follow us on all the socials at CC Society Pod. Follow us on Reddit. Have a chat with us. Send us an email. We are literally everywhere. You cannot escape us. And with all that, I have been Tim Martini, and I'll see you guys next time.